Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 6th episode of Urasekai Picnic. And last episode was a little bit of a weird one because we were doing the cafe, having a good time, went for a bit of a stroll, and suddenly we were in the Urasekai world. Not quite sure how we went there, how we got there. I think our working theory is that Toriko put on the evil hat, and that did it. I think that's probably the case. I'm gonna run with that theory. Hopefully we learned a lesson from that, not to wear evil hats. I already knew that, but apparently Toriko did not. So, gotta hope she wrote down that memo. After we got to the Urasekai world, though, we got some interesting enemies, like I think like a robot at some point, and then like another weird thing, another weird monster thing. Like, certainly some weird stuff, especially because one was, like, carrying corpses. We eventually found out the origin of that, which just made it even more creepy, honestly. So that's a concern. Another very interesting thing about the episode is the fact that we met a whole bunch of American soldiers that were, like, stationed in Japan. So that's a thing we're dealing with now, because we never really met that many people at once here. We met, like, I think there's, like, that one crazy dude that we met before, but now it's like a whole army. Well, not like a literal army, like a lot of soldiers, right? We now went with them. We were brought back to their base camp, and I'm a little bit nervous how this might go because these soldiers have been here for like a month, I think they said. And when you're like in enemy territory, unknown environments, and you're on edge for an extended period of time, that can really mess with your sanity. Like, soldiers are probably, you know, fairly trained, so they probably could handle it better than a normal person would, but still, I'm a little bit worried how things might go, honestly. None of them looked particularly friendly as we looked around with the camera after we got to the base, so yeah, it's that last shot seemed a bit ominous, like there was reason to worry, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. I think what we have to worry about now is just we have to like find a way home, right? Because we came here in an unknown way, so we probably don't know an exit nearby, so we're gonna have to find one. That will probably be what this episode focuses on. We might also have to beat up the monsters that are scary. We might do that too. But yeah, let's get into it and see how this goes. So 3, 2, 1, play. The intro was a little bit too longer than I intended, but it's fine. So, how's everyone doing? I mean, we haven't seen anyone yet. So, yeah, there's the line. Trains can be pretty scary. Is that the train? Is that the scary train? Okay, so not too much happened before the opening. Wait, that spot, yeah. And of course, the hanging corpses, we now know what that's about. Still have not had any of her. Also, there was a red-haired girl in the background of that shot, too. Do we know? Have we even seen her? She didn't look familiar to me. I mean, even the brown-haired girl we only saw like once, I think, that I remember. Okay, tell me more about the train, please. I'm curious now. Yeah, here it comes. The Japan Edge soldiers just getting paranoid. Never know what they'll do. Yeah, don't you feel welcome? Don't you just feel the love? Yeah, don't annoy them if you don't have to, please. Don't want to give them an excuse. They are friendly, don't worry. Yeah, it was very mysterious. Wild things. I wish we knew. That too. Fair enough. Major Ray Barker. She's like, oh, I should probably talk to. Man, that hardware, whatever you call it. Did the last one die? You keep saying bear trap, I mean... For one thing, I don't think there's even bears here. Completely in sync on that head shake. It's good to hear. Let's not become savages if we don't have to. Right. That sounds terrifying. Damn. Can only imagine what he went through. Because, yeah, of course, they have empty tents. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I guess if we went back to where we showed up, we could just go back through the other way, I guess. It should work that way. Hopefully. Hey, food! I mean, Japanese girls probably don't eat as much compared to, you know, American soldiers. Why? Well, they earned that food. At least now we're rooming together, that's cool. That's actually quite impressive for where we are. I mean, he said not to. I'm pretty sure he said not to. Well, I suppose I would be the best person to call. Maybe need a software update. Well, still don't know if this is the best idea. But we're doing it, so... Well... Hi. uh... on speaker. A tent in an army base. I just can't believe you can call from here. Like, I'm surprised it works at all. Yeah. I'm as surprised as you are. Yeah, what are you getting at? That's a bit concerning. Are they like a secret? Yeah. That's possible. Which would mean that. That's what I was about to say. Yeah, probably should keep that secret. And is this why we were advised not to do this? That is actually really terrifying. Uh, uh, yeah, it's very important to stay behind that line. A dolphin video? What dolphin video? I mean, I've seen a dolphin video, but... Okay, what is happening? Are we being attacked? I mean, I don't think that was really to her. Like, I don't fully understand what happened, but... Okay. Yeah, that actually was really freaky. At least knock first. Yeah, but they didn't listen. That's about halfway through, yeah. I wonder if we'll get back in this episode. Maybe not, we'll see. Yeah, they just keep on listening. Alright. I guess it, yeah, it kind of sounds like it. So, enemy is approaching, I guess. Well. I'm not sure how effective this is. Shine. It so looks like the Banshee Shriek. Whatever it's called. Chorus of 1,000 Skulls. So what's it really look like? Right. Looks like we're eating good tonight, boys. It's a great position she's just got into. You know, just obligation. Yeah, guide her, because you're the one that can see. What? Maybe it has a weak spot we have to hit? You want to give it a try? We're busy not listening. What are you up to? Come on. Yes, ma'am. Wanted to tell her, not to tell her twice. Yeah, it's gotta feel pretty reassuring. So let's... And that kickback. Did it work? I think it did. Hopefully. Yeah. It's a good question. And we did it. I mean, mostly they did it, but we did it. I love this English so much. I also find it funny how Kusa was translated as yes. Oh no, he saw. Well, is this way to convince them that it's just, you know, she has heterochromia? Like that's just a natural thing? We killed the thingy for you, does that not count for anything? They are not bakemono. I really can't read both sides at the same before they disappear. I try to, but I probably shouldn't do that anyway because they kind of contradict each other sometimes. Wasn't this place called Dangerous? The meat train. That sounds delicious, honestly, but probably isn't. Yeah, could you imagine that train just full of steak and stuff? Okay, if you say so. Let's ride the train out of here. Hopefully, I hope you're right. It's just a train, guys. Don't panic that much. Yeah, we don't have time for that. We gotta get on. Oh. Good start. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. That's such a great dynamic I see you touch. Yeah, but we don't have a lot of options right now, so... There we go, that's what I want to hear. Oh, guy, oh, we're really doing this. I was kind of hoping we would just jump to the door like a normal person, but... Someone did not stand behind the line. Well, you lost him. I guess it worked. I mean, yeah, we're alive. Actually, we haven't seen Toriko yet. Is she okay? Oh, yeah, there she is. Don't scare me like that. Yeah, it's scary out there. You don't want to see. Man, that would just be terrifying. I mean, it was called the meat train. What am I even looking at? I don't think I want to know. Is it okay? Are we back home? Am I doing a lap pillow right now? No. Those... Are those even train tracks? I mean, they were the right shape. What am I listening to? What? Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, we definitely need to have a chat later. But, I mean, we're back home, right? Like, in the real world? Or non-behind world? Normal world. That's a word. I assume we are. Looks nicer. But I guess the normal world is still a big place. I don't know exactly where they are, so still a problem. But not as big of a problem. Just gonna drink some more water now. Okinawa pub. Just don't put on the hat. That's actually a little bit weird, but okay, yeah, these two, they're there. All right, so yeah, I mean Okinawa pub. Does that mean that where they ended up at the end was Okinawa? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that was the 6th episode of Urasekai Picnic, and yeah, I was worried about the soldiers, and that did end up being a bit of an issue because yeah, they're not super trusting of these two because, you know, they're a couple of strangers from their perspective. They don't know anything about them, so seeing something like a weird ghostly hand or a weird blue eye, they get scared, you know? They're kind of scaredy cats, you know, in a way. So yeah, that became a bit of an issue. We were able to hide it for a while, but not forever. You know, up to that point, they were reasonably, you know, hospitable. Like, they gave them their own tent and stuff, and even gave them a warning to not use the phone, which they just ignored because, of course, they did. You know, that really shouldn't surprise anyone. And then later on, they were told to stay in the tent, and of course, they ignored that too. Just went on top of a vehicle and took a shot, which luckily worked out. You know, they were able to do it because we have that eye and the gun, and you know, I was gonna say. But we were initially gonna do a thing where she saw it and the other girl fired at it, but apparently it didn't work. So just Soto had to do like all of it, you know. But luckily she did have Toriko, you know, supporting her, which, I mean, that's good enough. That's enough to qualify as teamwork, I think. So luckily we took care of that, which the soldiers were actually pretty happy about initially until they saw the eye, and then their attitude changed real quick, and we had to get out of there. The train, which we were kind of warned about before, the meat train, I believe they called it, which sounds either delicious or terrifying, depending on how you take it. So we just kind of jumped on it, you know. It was almost kind of foreshadowed too, with that whole stay behind the line, you know, the train thing that kind of distorted words we got from the phone. But yeah, that was a good chance for Toriko to use her hand. So yeah, she got something to do there. And then we just got to ride the really scary train back home. Well, sort of home. Like, I think we're in the normal world now, we're just not in our I don't think we're even in our town, probably. So possibly Okinawa. At least I think that's what the Okinawa pub bit at the end is supposed to imply. Like, they're just lost there and they just went to the local pub, you know, why not? That's how I took that, at least. So yeah, I don't know how much more I had to say on the episode than that. It's just really scary stuff. Like, I'm just surprised that phone worked at all, honestly. That was really impressive. I feel like that probably shouldn't work, but if it did, I'm not going to question it too much. But, so yeah, I was going to kind of skim through it a little bit. Yeah, what we got out of that phone near the end there was, near the end of the conversation they had, was just terrifying. Didn't help that the enemy attacked, like, not too long after that, too. So that kind of coincided with each other to make it as freaky as possible. So that's great. So yeah, that's really the episode. So is next episode gonna start with us trying to get back home, trying to figure out where we are, trying to, you know, make our way back home, and then having an interesting talk with Kozakura, possibly, you know, because she's kind of upset with them too, and they're, you know, they were kind of freaked out about what she was saying on the phone. So we could have an interesting conversation about that, I think. For sure, get some stuff out there, clear some stuff up. That'd be nice. Also, yeah, just Soto, just in general, yeah, this episode really does seem like she's fully on board. You know, the whole team partnership we got going on between her and Toriko. So that's good. We definitely made a lot of strides in that regard, which is good to see. So, yeah, we'll see how things go in the next episode. So, bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.